Hey everybody, I'm so glad that you're here as we kick off this brand new series called Permission Granted. And let's be honest, if there's one thing that middle schoolers want more of, it's freedom. At this point in your life, you may feel stuck between being a kid and growing up. You might have some freedom, like choosing your clothes, picking what hobbies you want to do, or deciding who you want to hang out with. But there's other things that maybe you don't. Maybe you still need permission. Maybe it's using your phone or staying out late or even choosing what to eat. It can feel like the answer no happens way more than the answer yes. So here's the real question. What are you doing with the freedom that you do have? Because even though it may not feel like it, you have more freedom than you think. And what you do with it matters. When we imagine total freedom, it might sound awesome, like getting to do whatever we want, wherever we want, whenever we want. But if everything was allowed all the time, life could get wild and honestly, a little chaotic. Imagine if no one had to follow rules, not at home, not at school, not even on the road. It might feel good for a moment, but in the end, it wouldn't be safe or healthy. And let's be real, freedom isn't always fun. For some of you, the freedom to make your own decisions feels like pressure. More choices means more chances to mess things up. And that's why freedom and responsibility go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. And this isn't a new idea. In the very first book of the Bible, Genesis, we read how God created people in his image. And he gave them freedom, but he also gave them a job. Here's what it says. The Lord God took the man and he put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and to take care of it. See, Adam and Eve had freedom to explore, to enjoy, and to live fully in the garden. But that freedom came with a purpose. They were meant to take care of what God gave them. Responsibility wasn't the opposite of freedom. It was part of the plan. And that's still true today. God gives us freedom, but not to do whatever we want. He wants us to use that freedom wisely. That means choosing what's good for us, what honors others, and what helps us grow. As you get older, you'll get more freedom. How you spend your time, what you watch online, who you hang out with. But that also means more responsibility. The choices you make with your freedom shape who you become. But what does that look like right now? I think choosing to be responsible with the freedom that we do have is super important. I also think that making choices that protect our heart and mind and faith is super important. And when you're not so sure what to do, ask God for help. It's okay not to have it all figured out. That's why you've got people around you. You've got parents, teachers, coaches, pastors, volunteers at your church. And they all want to help you make wise choices. So as we kick off this series, I need you to remember this. Freedom is a gift, but it comes with responsibility. So this week, what's one way you could be more responsible with the freedom that you already have? Take care, everybody.